All right. What's up, people? We gotta talk about this way out shit. And for you guys falling out here, falling in love and trying to pick the woman of your dreams, your soulmate, and your fucking call of what a soulmate is, straight up ratchet, nasty hoe because you're a fucking sucker, you're a lonely dude, you're desperate, can't live without a woman and she can just run all over the fuck of you. You Adam 22s. I can't believe this fool's, life is starting to turn down this route. And a lot of people are saying, well, they making millions. I know I did a video and I see people saying some of the most way out shit in the comments, man. They making $1 million a month. I wouldn't give 20 million fucks. I'm not marrying no shit. That's why motherfuckers choose the lives of being a pimp. I will be a pimp. I'm not marrying that shit. You motherfuckers crazy. Like I always say, a lot of dudes will do anything for a Klondike bar. Put $1 in their hand. A lot of you motherfuckers do strange shit for a little bit of change, man, like a strawberry prostitute would do. This shit way out. Like, you don't marry no bitch like this. I don't give a fuck. Porn star or whatnot. Like I always say, man, this is the thing with what people don't get taught in the world of how to deal with a woman and shit is a lot of times you got to enjoy the experience. You can't marry no chick when she's still in her whole phase. It was one thing, you entertain with the chick bringing other women to the room and shit, and you enjoying that shit, but now she done flip the switch on you, and you motherfucker accepting that shit. What kind of man shit, man? Come on, Adam. You just went way out of bounds, man. Your whole motherfucking nuts that been clipped, nigga. You the poodle without motherfucking a doodle. You can't do shit. This woman got this motherfucker, man. She done hooked the man, and man, what's that shit? Prenup is locked all the way the fuck in. Nigga, she ain't signed that shit. She ain't signed none of that shit. You walk away, she got you. This nigga tripping. And then you look at the way she walked in. When she walked the porn fool in, she lit the fuck up. And you know damn well you gotta watch that shit. You gotta watch that shit. And then to see the way he probably thrashing your chick in ways you ain't thrashing her. Nigga, that's some cold shit. And he on there, that dude probably on there slutting this fool chick out. No, not his chick. Slutting this motherfucking wife out, man. Homie, you wild than a motherfucker. I've been like, fuck no, bitch. You better never come asking no question like that. But then again, do you marry a porn star? I know many of us see these little freaky bitches in porn, but have it ever crossed your mind to want to marry one of these chicks? Or just to get a few sessions with these chicks? But the thing is, when you weak than a motherfucker and a chick putting some of that shit on you, she gonna Adam 22 you. That's a new phrase. You get an Adam 22. King Asia Math in the building. Salute. Jesus Hernandez says pimping ain't easy. Says, but it's super necessary. Absolutely. Otherwise, you fall out of bounds like a sucker. This Adam 22 shit is way the fuck out. And I want to play this shit. You know this shit is hurting this dude. This nigga hurt because he had to get on each one of them shows with the different members to announce this shit. And then to speak about how he was jealous. Fool, you still jealous. This fool hurt. And now the whole internet erupting on this shit. The whole internet erupting on this shit. And then Mike Laurie says this shit is unprecedented. It's unprecedented as hell. Tyrese says it's more to this story. He says he must have some side. Man, Tyrese said ain't nothing to this story. You don't marry no chick like that. It's one thing, this chick was already fucking with chicks. And when they marry, ain't no more to this story. Well, how can it be more to this story? Explain that shit. Explain that shit to me, how this shit is more to the story. That the chick will run up to you and be like, can I go fuck this dude? Fuck no. We can bring the chicks to the room because that's always what she been on and what he got with her for. But now she off on doing this shit. You already know what's the next step of her doing this shit. She gonna start bringing this motherfucker in that shit. And a lot of them dudes in that porn shit be on a lot of gay shit. Pretty soon she gonna have Adam on some gay shit. Because he gonna be back on them drugs. And I was listening to the listen to a few other people speak. And this is after I made my video and I was speaking about that point. There was other people who was out here in that. I was watching Back on Fig and the dude, what's his name, MacWap, bringing up the same shit. And a lot of other people bringing up that shit. She gonna have this motherfucker doing some homo shit. He gonna be on there doing homo shit. He already had that other dude used to be on the show and fuck this girl. The what's his name? House Phone or some shit. Come out that he fucked this girl, and then House Phone was screwing around with a damn transvestite and shit. Tyrese, but yeah, that ain't no more to this shit. I don't know how much more you can put on it and what's accept. Some people accepting it because she bringing $1 million a month. I won't give a fuck. We can't be married. I gotta be your pimp, bitch. That's it. Simple as that. I gotta be a pimp. But this bitch is such a freelancer. She don't need nobody control. She don't need no pimp. This chick way more advanced than Adam. This fool Adam is her hoe. She the pimp. Adam the hoe. Cool Breeze says sex sells. It sells for a pimp, but not for your wife. When you decide to wife a motherfucker, man, you ain't doing it. She can't be on that kind of shit. Hell no. You got another motherfucker rearranging your chick. Man, you crazy. Unless you some old senior citizen ass motherfucker. This only way shit like this pop off. If you a senior citizen ass motherfucker and you just need the chick around to show you her titties and flash her panties to you or give you a peek of the cat and you hope to see if your shit react to it. Other than that, when you a young motherfucker, man, ain't no way you letting another motherfucker rearrange your chick for the sake of fucking film and shit. Hell no. Cool Breeze in the building says good vibes. Nigga 9 says back on that moonshine. Are you talking about my bottle in here? This is water, H2O. H2O moonshine. I don't think I'm probably the only. No, I ain't gonna say I'm the only one on this shit that y'all ain't never seen drink, because that ain't true. But maybe I am. I'm probably the only one people ain't never seen have a drink or nothing on here. I don't drink like that, motherfucker. I got a bottle of fucking D Serrano down. I think that shit done expired. How long that shit been left? I don't drink. And the Velocity Cuss says on Tiny Hardhead FIP. And I was shocked with the cats on No Jumper who were just like, you know, because they need them No Jumper checks that if it was any one of their homeboys who have done that shit, they'll be speaking the same way. I heard the dude Brick Baby talking about his growth. Growth from what, motherfucker? What kind of growth do you see in you allowing your chick to go out? Like, nigga, hell no. Fuck no. Them motherfuckers is crazy. Some people just don't keep shit funky, man. Hell no. Cool Breeze says, guys says no that girls says ain't no says no that girls ain't a virgin. Yeah, you know other people probably don't fuck your girl, but shit. What's the one thing that draws in the insecurity of motherfuckers? You worry about somebody else fucking your girl. And you worried about how she reacting to getting smashed by another motherfucker. For insecure motherfuckers that be on that shit. Ain't no about to accept that shit. That shit is a way out. And you done married this chick, you thought she a one, man, that's crazy. Deuce Time says, hell no, says, but a lot of them white dudes says a lot of them white guys be cucks. That shit is way out. The cucks is that shit where the person sit there and watch they girl get fucked. Like I told y'all the other day, my old bitch I used to fuck with, my old little fine chick I used to fuck with. And I went years without ever talking with her. And she hit me up like out of the blue and shit. And fucking the first thing she come back like talking on this way out, like freaky shit. I want to smash again because she always had good shit. But she was in a relationship and owned that her dude be wanting to watch her get fucked. Like, hell no, you ain't never about to have me doing none of that way out fucking shit. That shit is homosexuality to me. Like, hell no. You ain't never about to do no shit like that. And it'd be a lot of people on that shit. How can you sit there and bear watching your motherfucking girl get stretched the fuck out? Because I be trying to slut a bitch out. When I'm on my shit, man, fuck that. I'm about to do that shit in front of other motherfuckers. That shit is gay to me, man. And then Tyrese says, I gotta check out a few videos to see if she top tier. I don't even know. And to be honest, like when I be watching like porn, I really don't search for like white girls like that. I don't look at the white chicks like that. But I guess she ain't ugly because I'm gonna play her shit. She a pretty chick. She a pretty ass chick. But damn, man, look at this shit. I'm gonna just start off because I want to go through the video and show y'all how hurt this motherfucker is. Let me let this shit play.
That's what I'm shooting with today.
Look at this shit. Then look how this motherfucker walk around the corner and shit.
Guys, guess what I'm shooting with today?
Look how this nigga walk around the corner.
It's finally happening. Wow, I did not know you were gonna do that.
Adam, this man about to fold your girl up, man. Nigga, she on. Look how excited this chick is. Ain't no way, nigga. Bitch, you better put a sad face on with that shit. That's like the chicks be doing that shit I was saying earlier. Be going out and shit, and then when they come home, be acting like the whole night was born and they wasn't having a good time. Fucking man, you get a video what your chick in there doing, your chick doing everything but fucking getting impregnated and shit. And they're wild in a motherfucker. She the life of the party, but come around you and acting like the shit was just born. At least the chick could have did that shit. That chick excited. Nigga walked around the corner, probably in his mind like I'm about to knock the lining out this motherfucker. That fool Adam is crazy. And then he gonna be eating on this bitch. That's the other shit. He about to be eating on this bitch, man. You know damn well she going back, man. Like they say, once you go black, you don't go back. Adam, she's gone, buddy. Tyrese says, I got. Oh yeah, I seen that one. Cool Breeze says, we just don't want to have proof. Yeah, you don't want proof that your chick, like, chicks are so fucking like stealth with their ability to do shit on the side without you ever knowing. So that's one thing. You don't go digging for shit, or else she might find some shit you don't want to see. Now, for the bitches just throw it in your face, like, homie, ain't no way you gonna accept this shit. This fool can act in public as if he's accepting. Like, listening to him, I'm deciphering through all this shit. Like, I'm lightweight psychologist. I'm deciphering through all of this shit, and this shit is eating at this motherfucker, eating at him. And there's going to be more people requesting to let this porn video come out, and this motherfucker is beating the shit out this chick. And more of these fans who be watching porn shit is requesting more of that shit. It ain't going to be no putting the brakes on that shit. This shit is a train. This is a fully loaded freight train going down Mount fucking Everest. You ain't about to slow that shit down. You ain't about to slow it down, homie. Cool Breeze said, we just don't want to have proof. Yeah, have proof what your chick out there doing. This time says you're going to do a video, says on Young Bucks, says getting packed out in front of Afro Man's homies. No, I didn't even hear about that shit. I'm gonna check it out and see. And then you talking about Afro Man from LA, because I got high, dude. And then TB says I know that feeling, says watching one of your girls. TB always having a girl getting fucked by somebody. I know. He says, I know that feeling watching one of your girls, says getting nailed, says to the cross, says makes your blood boil. Man, that shit is some way out shit. And then you gonna be with the chick. Like, man, that fool crazy. But it's like, how do you go about marrying a porn chick? I was listening to, what's this chick? It's a slutty ass chick in porn. What's this chick name? Her name is, I don't need this, but she was talking about was she with a dude, because she was trying to like tripping about that, saying some stupid ass shit because a person in the interview, I think it was a dude who was doing the interviews with like Keith Murray and them, and I think he brought the porn chick on there. She a famous black porn chick, and she was talking about how a lot of guys ain't mature or grown enough to accept what she do. And this and that, like, man, and then she's with some other guy who's like, I guess a white guy, a little nerdy corporate motherfucker who accepts the shit. And she's talking about motherfucker gotta be grown up. I'm talking about this chick is slutty. Hold on, let me find this chick. I'm gonna find this chick. Hold on. I ain't gonna go too far off. Let me see. Damn, what's this chick name? Hold on, she been in a lot of motherfucking videos. She's slutty as fuck. Hold on, give me 1 second. Damn, what's her name? Name some of them black porn chicks, like around the pinky area and shit. Hold on, let me see this bitch. Hold on, I'm gonna find that shit. Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna find this shit. Where this bitch up there talking about, but shit ain't even that important anymore. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on, here we go. Let me just type in something, see if she pops up on this shit. But I can't think of her name, but she a famous like black porn chick, and she was saying this shit about her fucking love life, and where she's like, guys gotta accept that shit. I was like, man, these bitches is crazy. And that's how this shit is being ran up on Adam22. Like, he gotta accept what this chick, what she do in her lifestyle. For one, he married a chick. And then it's like, well, whatever she says, that's what the fuck goes. But damn, man, this bitch just happy like a motherfucker walking in there. And then you gonna watch the video. What you gonna do when you watch the video? Like I say, I done had a lot of shit. Misty Stone, G Nation. That's who it is. Misty. Wait, let me see. I think that is her. Hold on, let me see. Is that her? Hold on. That might be who it is. Hold on. Yep, that's exactly who it is. That's her. Thank you, G Nation. You must have watched that shit too. That chick said that shit. Misty Stone. That bitch is so motherfucking nasty, acting on shit and talking about what motherfucking dudes ain't grown enough to accept with what she do to marry her, because the bitch burnt out old, that she gonna whoop some motherfucker in to accept that she's beat the fuck up and now you got to take care of her and accept with whatever she doing, who she bring in. That's just way the fuck out. And then Andrew Charles in the building, salute. Deuce Time says Bud claiming 60s and Afro Man homies from A-Tray. Yeah, Afro Man is from A-Tray. Jaquan says salute, bro. Andrew Charles says Adam and his Will Smith shit, says he gets off on that shit. Yeah, Adam is that girl definitely Jada fucking Pinkins, dog. I don't know if she drugging this motherfucker Adam or what the fuck going on. And I didn't know so many people be doing drugs like the shroom shit and all this other shit. I be looking into shows and hearing people be doing these drugs and be seeming to be just normal and shit. She putting something in this fool shit. Like this fool just married this chick and been, thinking he living a life. Like, look at the look, man. This bitch hypnotizing this fool. And then now she got this motherfucker coming in the house. Reggie walking in her room, about to knock the lining off of her. And don't let her come back saying she pregnant, man. She come in with some old mixed looking ass kid, man. That fool about to slut her out. But yeah, Adam on some Will Smith shit, man. That's the one thing with motherfuckers. When you dealing with a gorgeous, sex out this world type chick, you gotta know how to deal with that shit. If you don't know how to deal with this shit, and this chick is really one of them manipulative ass type chicks and gonna get what she don't truly love a motherfucker, but gonna get what she want out of you and use you up, oh, you about to be drugged through the motherfucking mud. You must learn how to deal with this shit. Somebody must groom you on how to deal with this shit. Not none of this teaching boys to go buy flowers and all this other little trick ass shit, but learning how when you get it, on how to deal with it. Because you get with some of these young dudes that get it and it be so good and the motherfucker want to have these the type of dudes that end up beating on these girls, end up kidnapping these girls, end up taking the lives of these girls. You must learn how to deal with it and move up or move on. And some of these motherfuckers turn to that bottle or turn to the glass pipe and be fucked up trying to fucking get over, a chick they done had their whole motherfucking world whooped. Fucking what they bitches be saying, snatched the motherfucker soul got snatched. And Velasquez says, Kanye says, you cursing now. Says, where you at? Says, I'm in bed with your wife. Says Skeet Davis. Man, wasn't that cold? Even Kanye turned that sucker shit and had his whole mind gone. Motherfucking Skeet Davis. Wasn't it? Pete Davidson was in there knocking Kim the motherfucker down. And the funny thing about that shit, now Kim regret that shit. Kim regretting that shit. That shit ain't work out too good for her. But Kanye done lost his chick and fucking with ugly bitches after that shit. And then boxing MMA saying salute, bro. Ninja Charles says, I know a couple of swinger couples in my day. Says they were all weird. Says, to be honest, yeah, I ain't never heard of that shit in my life till one day I'm fucking with this chick. I was messing with this little badass, little gorgeous motherfucking red bone. I worked at the post office with her mom. And fucking, I think this bitch was like lightweight swinger, but I never got into. She was telling me about her friend. That's the first time I ever heard of the fucking term swinger. But this bitch is gorgeous. I ain't gonna put her picture up. I would never do that shit. I always just tell the story. This bitch is gorgeous. And I meet her one day when the post office had this party and shit. And this bitch walked in that motherfucking, everybody, they down there, DJ down there stopped the music and shit. But like I say, back in my day, man, bitches used to like me. I don't know what for. I ain't go because I don't prop myself up like that. But they like me. I'm the one that ended up cracking this chick. But me and this chick used to talk. And the way I smashed this chick was on some like The shit had me like so turned up, man. That shit was just like, this bitch is cold free. But she was talking about where she ended up moving back in with her mom and shit, but because she was like, her roommate she lived with, they was on swinger shit. Like, what the fuck is a swinger? And shit, like, where they fuck around with different people and shit. They go to these fucking gatherings, meet up. The wife may go off and fuck with somebody else, and the husband go fuck with the other person's wife, like shit like that. And it was just like I'm like, damn, people be living like that. And then it's when I started seeing, like, I used to be on that MySpace shit when I lived in Long Beach. It was a chick out there in Long Beach was like trying to, you know, holler at me on that shit. Then she like, oh, her husband there, like, what the fuck? Like, oh, hell no. Nah. It's people who live some real weird fucking lives and be with other people. I'm like, wow, like this shit way the fuck out. Ain't no, how as a dude do you do that shit? That must be some old erectile dysfunction type motherfuckers, but fuck that shit. Ain't no way, man. How do your mind get set on you cool with watching your chick get smashed? Like, fuck that. I'm gonna just be a single motherfucker and be fucking different bitches. She go off and do what she want to do, and then I fuck with you whenever I may miss it. Then we fuck around with each other. But all that marrying shit, building and shit, like, hell no. I think at some point swinger people have these insecurities and they get the tripping and flipping on each other. Like, hell no. You me says a wet ass, says a no do, says a poho. No do and is a poho. Facts, man. You gotta watch how you dealing with these chicks, man, and not have your fucking nose so stuck up in the air and shit. And the boxing MMA says, fuck no, says you can't marry a porn star. Says you don't buy a car with 400,000 miles on the clock. Facts, bro. I'm telling you, I gotta go look at that Misty Songs chick where her kind of like almost sounded like she was angry at dudes for not being mature enough to accept, well, like, bitch, what kind of shit is you fucking on? A lot of these chicks think like that. You see, a lot of these chicks get old. That's how a lot of these diva chicks be, man. Bitch gonna be old, burnt out, and be complaining that motherfuckers won't settle down with them. Mir says, what up, my brother, Rez22? Nah, ain't no Rez22. Just always right, man. I'd never be on no. Hey, if I'm on some Adam22 shit, I hope my closest homies check me. The same way I call motherfuckers out, that's how I be wanting people call me out. If I'm ever on no shit like that, please call me the fuck out, clown me about that shit till I wake the fuck up. Adam ain't got no true homies. Adam got this, you know, this company. You got a bunch of leeching ass people. Like I say, dudes is worse prostitutes than Figaro hoes. Like you got $1 for them and they'll just yes to every fucking thing. That nobody pull them aside like, hey, homie, don't. Adam should have consulted with somebody. She want to do this, that. Hey, homie, don't let her do it. She keeps coming to you. Hey, you and her need to sit down, go to courthouse, amicably split this marriage up. Like this shit gonna drag you down the dirt. And he probably so locked in and cuffed, he can't let her go. Breaking away from this chick will destroy him. It'll hurt him. As much as her smashing other people, that's probably a heartbreak to him. But to have her to get away would destroy this dude. That chick got him. She went demon time on this fool. She done put a spell on this motherfucker. That spaghetti shit. And then she done made this motherfucker some of that Louisiana spaghetti and shit. G Nation says the chick looks like Britt Baker from AEW wrestling. Yes, I don't even know who Britt Baker is. She must be a nice looking chick from wrestling or something. TB says I used to watch her porn before she got with Adam. See, I never seen her because I don't be looking for like the white porn chicks at all. Hell, I don't even look for the black star. I look at them bitches off Twitter. Them young, fine bitches. Velasquez says, yo, since you seen that show on TLC, says seeking brother husband, says shit goofy as fuck. Wait, what's that? What the hell? Seeking brother husband? What the hell? That shit sound like incest or something. Or do you mean brother from a black person? They mean they own brothers. I don't know what that shit mean. You mean they're laughing out loud. Andre Jefferson says Adam is a simp. Adam is the depiction of a simp. Ain't no way. How the fuck does your chick walk in there and tell you that shit? Like that shit is crazy. -9 says he said my girl is getting smashed while he drinks moonshine on his show. Nah, she wouldn't be my girl. She's getting smashed. She'd just be a chick I fuck with and she free to do what she want. And that's the way I leave it. Like, shit, I don't question the chick what she do. I ain't with you. Once you lock in with a person and you commit and saying you my girl, whoop whoop whoop, all that other outside shit, that in. Now if she cool with bringing chicks in and you accept that shit, then that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with your chick having other chicks and you get an ample supply of what she bring in. It ain't like you just and chicks who do that shit don't just let you go out there be fucking other chicks. They only allow that shit when they bring a chick in that they're attracted to and may watch you fuck the other chick and they get off with that. They engage in that shit with y'all and you flipping two chicks. But ain't none of that shit. A bitch who on that shit gonna talk about, I want to bring a guy. Nah, bitch, fuck that. And I mean, this Adam shit, that fool is on some way out shit. Hell nah. Andrew in there rolling. And then Mir says it's over for Adam. Says she's a goner. Man, she gone, man. She gone like a motherfucker, man. The way that motherfucker was smiling and shit. She already bent over the counter. Let me back that shit up. She already starts the video wrong. Look at the position she in. Look at the position she in. She already out of bounds. Look at that shit. Old dude should just walked in there and stuck it in. Look at the smile on her face. He may have already got a session in. Adam didn't even repeat this shit. The bitch ain't even got no motherfucking panties on. She got them motherfuckers. What's them bees and girls he wearing around their waist now and shit? Man, old dude walked in there and got nothing but motherfucking burger staring at him. Nothing but fat burger staring at him and shit. Probably leaking juices out that motherfucker. This shit gotta hurt you, Adam. God. Watch how this motherfucker walk around the corner. It look like she praying to God, got the prayer hands up. Watch how this motherfucker walk around the corner. They ain't gonna see nothing but burger motherfucking staring.
Guess who I'm shooting with today.
Look, talking about who she shooting. She ain't already shot. Look how she tuned that thing. Man, this bitch is so out of bounds. You just married her. I'm gonna play Adam part if y'all hold off on the comments. This shit way the fuck out. Dude says we got to keep it real. Says white guys and Mexicans says really don't care about they women. Says that's why a lot of white girls reject them as of late. Says white guys do they women bad. Oh yeah, they all treat their women like shit. That's where you get them with a lot of the interracial. I was listening to somebody earlier talking about where interracial shit is new. Interracial things ain't nothing new. It's just that matter of fact, it was a dude because I was watching back on Fig and it was asking the one dude who got a white father. And he was speaking about interracial thing being a thing of the 80s. And it's like, it's a lot of this misinformation that's told in a lot of the stories in this country. Interracial relationships ain't nothing fucking new. It's just that people allow other pieces of shit who like the revisionist history that a lot of people have, to a lot of this history ain't truly taught. Interracial is just, and it's another thing that a lot of people in society haven't come to accept that shit, mainly white society. Because it'd be black dudes that want pork. And now I ain't gonna say that because it'd be a lot of white dudes in there having fucking attractions to black women and going at them. But a lot of these women having it towards black dudes. That interracial shit ain't nothing new. You look all throughout fucking history, even during slavery times and even post of that shit, where it's always been attraction. Even before slavery was probably a thing of racial existence. The races have always fucking mixed. It's just a thing of society not accepting. You got large populations of mixed bred people. You can tell they're fucking mixed. It's just whether or not society may not say you could get married, but they don't stop a motherfucker from fucking and creating a mixed kid. But I'm like, a lot of people have this poor historic facts on just keeping the truth because other people don't tell that shit. Interracial relationships ain't nothing new. It's just that society become more accepting of that shit, I believe. But yeah, but back to Adam, that motherfucker on some way out shit. And then TB says Mariah Mills. No, it was not Skin Diamonds. G said with Misty Stones talking about motherfuckers not being mature because they won't accept. That bitch said dudes ain't mature enough to accept what she does in her lifestyle to want to be with her because she's looking for somebody to settle down with. Like, bitch, Misty Song, you don't shut that shit up. I mean, if it's anyone who's a real slut in that porn shit, that Misty Stone chick is it. That bitch wild and a motherfucker be wanting a motherfucker to marry her and shit. Like, But I think she said she found a sucker dumb enough. Might have been Adam22's relative or some shit. This time says white guys be fucking their cousins, says stepdaughters and grandmas. It be black folks doing that shit too, cuz oh shit. It be black folks too, but not as much as they do. I put it like that. Not as much as they as. Andrew Charles says, yes, is marrying a porn chick is crazy. That shit crazy as fuck and out. That shit is crazy and out. Like I said, I done fuck with chicks who have done porn and have been in relationships, and it be the foul shit where these chicks do this shit. They try to hide this shit, and then a motherfucker stumble across their fucking videos. I fuck with like, I had multiple chicks when I used to have my spot in Long Beach who done porn that been at my shit and be on to where I used like chop it up with these bitches, and they be like in their relationships where motherfuckers stumble upon, they be trying to hide that shit and be thinking that, you know, the porn ain't that major, and the motherfucker be a porn buying motherfucker, and then they'll stumble across their shit and fuck their relationship up. Like, bitch should have been honest enough to put that shit out in the beginning. I had a homeboy who was in a very deep relationship with a chick, in love with this chick, and this chick hid that shit. Later come down the line, bitch on there doing that shit, way out. May have done it one time and shit, but hey, that's why with young chicks got to make these decisions. But then again, it's like, do a motherfucker write the chick off? Like, if she done that, some people may accept it. You ain't out there where it's out there like, but then again, it's like, man, you want to hide that past. A lot of times people don't want to know what you've done, but if it's on the video blown up, that's some hard shit to accept on whether or not you keep that chick. Like, everybody got to pass. Like, but the minute that shit goes to video and shit, a lot of chicks got to accept their fate, like later down in life. My brother Dub right side in the building. Salute, bro. Andrew Charles says some dudes really don't give a fuck. Says what their bitch does. There's a lot of weird subculture. Says when it comes to relationships. Yeah, I'm starting to see now. I did not know a lot of this shit existed. I know this shit existed until like the swinger shit. But then no, even before that chick come up with it, it was the chicks. I used to fuck these chicks from Pasadena. Used to talk about. I used to think these chicks was lying because they used to talk about they go to these little functions out there, like celebrity little functions where they used to talk about Will and Jada and shit. And be talking about these people being there, like, be like doing way out shit, be like on some orgy type shit. And the bitch is like Will and Jada. And I just think the chick was lying. I never went to none of them and shit. But then it was like, this is like years before that Will and Jada shit come out. Didn't talk about that bitch, let me stop using that word, but talking to the chick from who mom I used to work with her mom at the post office. Like when she talking about her old roommate used to try to get her on that swinger shit. And then Boxing MMA says G says I timed you out by accident. Yeah, no timing out. That was like I said, by accident. Andrew Charles says, yeah, they do swinger gatherings and shit. Yeah, that shit way the fuck out. Like, how do you accept that shit? Like, all right, honey, I'm gonna go over here and fuck her and you fuck them, and then you go back home, and what you supposed to, man, fuck that shit. Motherfucker in there slutting your wife out, busting all on her, and you supposed to kiss on her? Like, what the fuck? Like, I want a wild chick that's for me. I go to a nude beach with my bitch, but all that going in a room and you fucking another motherfucker? No, sorry, Bob. And then what happens down the line? Y'all start having kids. And then you start feeling the way about the kids, especially with black people, because we can push out kids of varying fucking complexions and shit. And your kid ain't you dark motherfucker, and you wonder why the kid ain't your complexion or maybe light like her and some other shit. And you thinking the kid's supposed to look like you, not realizing the kid is a mix of y'all, and you start having these doubts, mistreating the kid or ignoring the kid. Like, that's the crazy shit. Motherfuckers who do that shit ought to have their tubes tied. Shouldn't be allowed to bring kids. I don't know how that works. How do you accept that shit? But like I say, a lot of people are strange in this fucking world. There's a lot of strange shit in this fucking society, man. And Kenny Porter's right hand says, salute to myself in the chat. Nation says, Boxing May says, no, you're good. And then Andrew Charles says, Adam does have some bankroll. Says he definitely needs to make sure he's legally secure that shit. Yeah, he better lock his money up because divorce is coming between them two. It's going to be a lot of arguments in that household because that chick going to be like, I got another request. I got somebody else wants to do a scene with me. It's going to be more and more. And then it just be like, and then people make the excuse, boy, look how much money. Fuck all that shit. Fuck that. The pussy supposed to be mine. No. Hell no. And then Velocity Cuss says Veggie 22. Hell no, ain't no 22 around this motherfucker. 41. Shit, ain't no 22. I ain't nothing Adam22 about me. Says was fucking them hoes says like a bullfrog. Man, I was running through chicks, man. I had so many different bitches. That's like my bro who I showed the other day. Me and that nigga used to be around all the time. Then we was running. Watch when I get him on here, then we gonna have a show. When I get my nigga on here, man, we gonna have a show about this show gonna be strictly dedicated on player shit. Like, man, this fool was running through shit. Had major chicks throughout LA, smashing shit. And then he used to be doing some of the acting shit. So he'd be bringing bitches up off the fucking movie sets to the crib. Like, man, he's running through shit. Like, man, and then he got stories fucking with the Hollywood chicks and shit. Like, motherfuckers got stories, man. That's why all that suck. I'm glad I live how I live and did the shit I did, got out my system. I advise any young dude before you be settling in too young, unless you find a good chick when you're young. But then again, I wouldn't even advise that shit when you're young to just fall head over heels and love. Get some of that shit out your fucking system. Keep that chick around. Or if you are a young dude and you got a chick who is the one, y'all locked in with each other, you do not fool around on that chick. And if you are gonna fool around, you find somebody way the fuck out from where y'all live at. Do not destroy that shit. But you better get all that needing to smash other chicks out your system, because it's gonna be chicks that test you. It's gonna be chicks that really tempt you and shit, are really there just to tempt you. And some of them are fucking beyond fucking gorgeous. I had a chick pull that shit too. Where she see the chick when I worked at TSA, man, it's bad. It's been bad. And she was really on, because the other chick I was fucking with was fine. I don't know if she was jealous of her or being on some shit like I'm gonna take you from her type shit. Was on that shit. Used to come through. She, even when she wasn't working, I didn't even know she worked at TSA until I, like, you see her. We used to catch them buses back to the employee parking. But she'll work like in the TSA uniform. You can't really tell. But when she used to come through that mug in her regular clothes, one day she come through our terminal. She didn't work in my terminal, but she used to see me on the bus, like the little shuttle bus to take you back to the parking lot. But she was on me, and she knew the chick I was fucking with, who was a badass chick herself. This chick would come in her civilian clothes and then had a bomb ass cut. These some real high yellow ass chicks, banging ass bras. I wouldn't be surprised these bitches like on the, the more industry bad chicks. I wouldn't be surprised she on that shit. She come through in her regular clothes just to stun. I'm thinking they traveling, but I'm up there on like, God damn, this bitch bad. When I finally smashed this chick told me this shit. She wasn't going nowhere. She wanted to show her cousin who I was, and just to show off like what she really looked like when she get done up. But the bitch was flawless, and her cousin was stupid flawless. Like, bitches pull that shit. You gotta always know what the motive of a chick is. Women be thinking fucking light years out on what the plan is. And it's like, that's the other shit that fuck relationships. It's like, damn, is there motives behind this shit? Is it true, or what is this shit about? And then Tyrese says, once a good girl gone bad, she's gone forever, man. Some absolute shit. And then Pepper Rice Hawthorne says I'm in a similar situation with that crip nephew of mine. Says, what should I do? Alpha male. Shit. Better kick that motherfucker out your house. Shit. And -9 says Adam's girl is a cool little snow bunny. Says, let her have her way. Says it's the black chick you want to avoid at all costs. Says Becky me, please. Shit. Nah, man, you just want to avoid little scandalous ass bitches. That bitch scandalous for that shit. And marriage, Adam probably begged that chick to marry him. Man, that chick probably didn't want to get married. And Andrew Charles says I'm a holla at Adam's wife, says, and see what's up. She probably let you smash shit. My brother, everything boxing in the building. Salute, bro. Says, what up? Pepper Rice says, the -9 says Asian way. Says Asian way or no way. Says konnichiwa. Me love you long time. It's stupid. Velocity Cuss says, anytime you meet a couple and they're super friendly with you, man, yo. I mean, I ain't gonna even announce who this person is. And you, man, it's this then how do I tell this story without somebody who know who I'm talking about listening to this shit? So more than likely they swinging, man. It's been like 3 different times I done went around this person I know. I ain't gonna say who the fuck they are. And these from some years ago. And they wife used to fuck it. Every time I'd be around it, I didn't kiss this motherfucker wife has positioned herself to kiss me in the mouth like on 3 different occasions on some slick shit. And I'd be like, damn, is this chick really on some like fucking like swinger shit or on some like she just I don't know what the fuck it was. I used to be uncomfortable going around this shit on some like how you about to be on some bi shit, and you know you try to maneuver your face. This chick be always kiss this chick on the mouth like, oh hell no. Nah. But then I used to be like, man, are they on that kind of shit? Like, what the fuck going on? And then it'd be almost like where it can be looked at as accidental, but it was like the first time I looked at it was like on some accidental shit. It's like on some, and it'd be like straight like, what the fuck? Like, oh hell no. And then it was like another time we go to a fucking place out here, man. We had this other spot out here in the same shit. And then another time somewhere else, the same shit. It's like, hell no. But then it would be like, they want to go where they was having some shit, I wouldn't go. It's like, man, this chick trying to throw this shit at me. Like, that's one thing I don't get on that scam shit. Like, even one of the cats when I was in the army, first time I ever had that shit. But this wasn't like his wife or nothing, but it was a chick he was always with. The homie always brought this chick to the clubs or some shit. And this is a badass banging chick. But I used to always catch, you know, you catch that awkward fucking eye contact shit. Like, you be turning your head and be like, eye contact shit. You be trying to break it. Like, chick be just like staring at him, but she was bad. And she always have her big ass titties out, banging ass body. And one day, and the homie be all the homie wouldn't always sit up on the chick. I guess he's bringing like clown, like he can pull type shit. But then I don't know how serious they are because I'm always seeing her for a minute. He was always bringing her and then fucking always catching eye contact with this chick. So fucking one day in the club, I don't know, the homie was off. He was off on the other side of the club. This is out there in Texas. And this chick was like on some shit, like coming on to me shit, like she been seeing me for a minute, woo, woo, woo. And fucking she wanted to leave type shit. Was like she wanted to, we like, man, she's on this for some like just one time type shit. Like I was like, man, that's why I ain't on that relationship shit. I'm talking about I done wild shit with bitches who people done think is like dedicated to them. I'm talking even at the club. Was another time at the club. Man, I'm talking about I done been in the club where I done put my finger in bitches' pussy, fucking fuck bitches in the club. It was one time at City Lights too. It's another chick up in the club. She owned me. And mine's her fucking dude at the fucking club. And while we dancing, I'm up on this bitch and I'm up there grabbing some slow ass song come on. I'm up there down playing by the playing like I'm reaching by her pussy and shit. The bitch. And I'm just seeing how far I'm gonna go. And put the motherfuckers down there. She grabbed my hands, put them down there, and then start put one of my fingers like over the top of my hands, put one of the fingers and like reach up in that shit through her little like silk ass clothes and shit. And was like, and then I'm like, damn, like I say some old wild ass shit. I say wild shit just to really turn a bitch up. Like shit, let me taste that motherfucker. And then it's some shit, nigga. The bitch is like, well, come on. It's like, man, we walk outside, nigga, on the side of fucking. See, lights they have this fucking, and they parking lot like little trailer thing. Cause it wasn't lights out there, and they go on the side of this fucking side of this little trailer shit outside. Nigga, I get like a few pokes of it. Nigga, it's like talking about wild. I done did wild shit, and that's why I'm like, see the shit that motherfuckers be going through. Like hell no. Even one of the chicks like with my boy. Watch when we get on here. Where he was on the set because he was in the movie. What's the movie? Marlon Wayne's son did a movie. He was on the set of it. Hold on. Let me see Marlon Wayne's son. I'll think of the name of this shit. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Marlon Wayne's son was in the movie. The one who looked like Marlon Wayne. Not Marlon Wayne. Damon Wayans. Not Marlon Wayans. It's Damon Wayans. Wait, how you spell Damon? Damon. Let me find out the name of this movie. Let me see. Damon Wayans. So Damon Wayans Jr. was. Let me see what movies he been in. And I'm gonna tell y'all the name of this movie that this chick come from. Hold on. Wait, let me see. Give me 1 second, folks. Let me see this shit. This fool was in a movie. Damn, I wish, man, this nigga gotta do this show. But he was on, where this fucking movie at? It's not Bob's Burger. Hold on. Not Super Cool. Wait, I don't even see this fool movies. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna find out the name of this movie. It's like a comedy movie that this fool did. This fool did a comedy movie. I'm gonna find this shit. Hold on, let me see. It's some years back, so gotta be before I moved out here. Second, nope. Damn, I don't even see. I'm gonna have to ask this fool what's the name. I think it's called, maybe it's this dance flick shit. It might be this dance flick movie. I think that's the name. I think that is the movie, Dance Flick. I think he was in that dance flick movie, but he cracked the chick off of one of the sets and bring the chick by the house, and fucking this chick was on some like just on some thinking she gonna make it type shit. Like, I don't know, she's from like Georgia, some shit. Come out there, he bring her through, and the bitch is on some like just slutted out shit. I get the bitch to the crib, I'm in there just knocking this bitch out. Then the bitch is like, I think I'd say like, I'm like, God damn, bitch. I say some shit like this. The bitch get turned on by this shit and wanted me to keep calling her this shit. And I'm just like dogging, like slutting this chick out. This chick end up falling. She end up finding some suck ass dude. I'm talking about from Damian Wayne's fucking, oh no, let me not put that shit out, but the homie cracking her, busting her down, bring her through the crib, me smashing this chick, slutting her out, doing way out shit. Then within a week of that shit, some motherfucker was marrying this chick. This fool was marrying this chick, and then the homie was still smashing on this chick. Just like, it's so many of them chicks that motherfuckers bring through from that Hollywood shit who will do shit to think they gonna get on, think you connected, will just do anything. Vice Cuss says anytime you meet a couple and they're super friendly with you, says more than likely I think so, bro. That's why I don't be wanting to meet people's chicks and none of that shit. Cause I don't be wanting no chick to find an attraction or be on this shit. Like, man, I don't be wanting to get close. I don't be wanting to meet chicks' friends who, if I'm with a chick, I don't be really wanting to meet their friends because shit, you never know if you find it. And I don't care, like, even with being skinny or fat, like I'm still me. I don't know what a bitch like with me or even like for anybody. But for me, I don't be wanting to meet chicks' friends. Like, that's your friend and you meet them because it get to where these chicks may be full of that drink or this and that. You may be full of that shit. They throwing themselves at you. Now, how strong are you against the resistance? For me, I'll be strong against it, but it's sometimes you never know when you're vulnerable to some shit or what a chick is out there showing you or how she like, man, and you go around and do that shit to break the trust you have with your chick or destroy her heart if she find out. I'm talking about a lot of chicks who throw that shit. But when I was young and on my single shit, I ain't give a fuck. I was running through shit. I ain't fuck chicks who been cool with me. Fuck their cousins. Oh, man. Fuck their sisters. Like, man, come on. I ain't seen it all. Then Mir says, you seen Jalen Green shake? That dude is fucking gay as hell. A lot of these young dudes are fucking gay like that, dude. A lot of these young dudes are fucking homos, man. That shit is nasty. A lot of these dudes who play sports, like a lot of people attribute a lot of that turned out fruitcake shit with girls sports, like girls basketball. You see all them girls who are like dyke-like, and then a girl who's trying to be pretty, and a lot of people look at them as turning them out. In male sports, a lot of these athletes are fucking homos. A lot of them. A lot of people was like, you remember when ESPN in the draft with that open gay dude? It's a lot of these other motherfuckers who hide that shit. Who dropped the video on that dude that exposed him like that? That's ain't no way that dude. And them fools try to laugh over it, acting as if it's just no. You motherfuckers is trying to like make it as some laughing matter to normalize that shit, trying to hide the fact that you're really some homosexuals. Like, that shit is sick. Like, that dude is gay. And he might as well just accept for who he is rather than trying to be closeted with it. Auntie John says, you funny as fuck. Says he am atheist. Says they don't believe in nothing. Oh wait, who is atheist? You mean Adam? Adam22 is atheist? No, Adam believe in something. Aeon Jack in the building. Salute. My brother says salute to the gang. And the Thug and Chuck Taylor says the Aeon Jack. He says the only gang is Crip gang. He says Crip, hooray. And then Jashawn in the building. Salute. Says salute to Mir. And then Mir says Jashawn says salute. And then Trey in the building says salute to myself in the chat. Kenny Poor's right hand says he says yep, Velocity. He says me and my brother was at the strip club. Says dude left his wife with us and went to the store. Says later that night he wanted us to fuck his wife. Says we said nah. Says we didn't know them for 3 hours. Yeah, that shit way out, man. The homie. There's some other shit, man. And this I didn't know. People be weird as fuck, bro. My homeboy. I think y'all seen the pictures. I think I was on YouTube then. And it was one of my homeboys I ain't seen in the army for like, damn, what have been out the army for 21 years. I ain't seen a homie in so it's a few years ago. Like, I ain't seen my homie in 18 years since I had got out. And he came to Vegas and shit. So I was leaking up with the homie and shit. And so the homie was like, man, I got these, it's these people out here, man. They got their own little spot. They got like a little, like a fucking, what's them things called? Like one of them suite type shits is at the Caesar Palace and shit. And then they go in there, they get access to like these little lounges and shit. Like it was like some like private lounge shit. So I roll up there and go up there where he at. So fucking before they go down to the lounge shit, we go to their like room. I think we in the room or some shit. And it's a little bad, but this bitch look like a finer version of Cardi B. Cause it was funny because this back before I put on like a lot of weight, the chick was, cause people used to say I look like Puff. So the chick was like P. Diddy type shit. And I'm looking at her like, oh shit, look at you, Cardi B. But she like a finer version of Cardi B. And just fine. And but the homie, I'm looking at like trying to figure out the whole situation. Everything was just like off to me. Like, wait, what the fuck going on? I'm like, wait. The chick was like on the homie and shit, but it was another black dude there. And I'm like, and he's like, yeah, that's his wife. They married, that's his wife. But it was weird shit. But he was like, it was on the point where like the homie is like, he gonna fuck this nigga wife. Like she trying to get away type shit. Then she had a homegirl who was out there, was a little white chick. She was turned up, the husband fucking the homegirl and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this a way out shit. And then when we was leaving there and shit, we went to the fashion show mall. We get in the fucking elevator. Then this like white chick, she in there with her dude. This some Adam, matter of fact, this some Adam22 shit. We getting on the elevator because the homie grabbed one of them beers that motherfuckers be growing. This white chick turn around, she all up on the homie and just grabbing him and shit. Like she getting all close up on the homie. Homie grab her ass type shit and in front of her husband and all this shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, I would have snatched her motherfucking ass and I would have dogged the homie. I would have had this fucking haymaker that motherfucker. But then again, I've been like, nah, you can have this bitch. Then again, no, I wouldn't. I'm like, you can have this bitch. But like y'all say, that chick and this dude must be on that lifestyle shit. I was like, that was some way out shit. But I never asked the homie if he smashed that chick. This chick was a little fine ass Cardi B looking bitch. And the dude who was there, he was a cop from somewhere. He's a cop from I forgot where they came from. But it was just like, man, this chick was on in front of her dude. Like, man, what kind of shit is this? Like, man, it's a lot of these Adam22 ass people in this motherfucking world, man. That shit is crazy. And then A.I. Jackson says, yup, city lights. And man, that's why I smashed that chick in the motherfucking parking lot. That's a story I ain't never told. It's my first time telling that shit. And then I walked out the motherfucking club to, like I say, man, when I was in my young days, and I ain't give a fuck. Like I say, in Austin, nigga, I had that one chick, nigga, about to fuck her on the dance floor and shit to her fucking homegirl, snatched me like a fucking bouncer. You little nasty motherfucker. I'm talking, this bitch looked like a badass Beyonce, nigga. This chick was bad as fuck, man. Bad than a motherfucker, man. I was all in. And I be turned up. I don't drink. I don't do none of that shit. Now I was turned the fuck up, man. Grab this thick, fine little red chick, nigga. Dancing where, because she wasn't dancing nobody. So I was seeing her shooting everybody down. I'm like fuck, but everybody's on this chick. And I'm standing there and she just like dancing, she's stunning and shit. And fucking where this club on 6th Street, it's in Austin on 6th Street. It had like the dance floor down here, and then it had another level a little up. I can't think of this. I would never think of the name of this club. Could have been so long ago. but she dancing. But I'm saying like when she walk in, because when she dressed fly than a motherfucker, skin bad than a motherfucker, face pretty. This chick was stunning. And everybody walking up on her while she dance, she doing that. She know how girls get all sedity and shit, don't want nobody dancing on her. And I'm like, oh, she probably on that shit. So, but we, man, the homie up there, we just like looking at like, damn, like this bitch bad. And she keeps spinning, like looking up where she at. And I'm up there up above just doing this shit. Like, and I say some shit to her, like on some old, like word, like reading lips type shit. And the bitch, while she dancing, do this shit. And then I immediately jump down that motherfucker. She letting me dance. So now motherfuckers looking like this little young motherfucker. Man, she on. And while I'm dancing with her, man, she up there. I'm grabbing on. She ain't doing like she's doing everybody else. So I'm like, now I'm talking, because it'd be funny, man. The homie, I pull this shit that the homie used to do. RIP to my homeboy, Martin. Marty used to be like, when he'd go out to play, like one day Martin's telling a story where he go out to like, they go out with a bunch of chicks and they at the little dinner place and shit. And while they eating that, they just out of nowhere actually tell the chick, like, what your pussy tastes like? Oh, and then we in there dying to hear this thing say that shit. So that shit pop in my mind while I'm dancing with this chick and just on her. And I'm just like I said, I'm grabbing shit. This chick let me grab all on her. Then I'm humping her. I got a boner on. Bitch ain't doing nothing. She like, nigga, letting me just grind and bone on her. And I reach in front of her, grabbing by her shit. And the bitch, she ain't even stopping me. She just letting me dance with her however I want. Like we a couple type shit. And I'm like, I got this bad chick. And now because she let me dance, well, you already know what the pride of a motherfucker, when you feel like a player and everybody see it, I'm like, feeling like I'm the man in the club. So I'm like, I say this shit that the homie Martin said when he's talking about at the little food spot with all these chicks. I tell her, like, man, what that pussy tastes like? Then this chick get turned up. She turned around, was like, she say some shit. I forgot what fruit. I don't know if she said cherries or strawberries or some shit. I'm like, oh, and I grab her leg, man. And I was like, shit, I'm about to tear that shit up type shit. And then she like, the chick just on. I don't know if she came in there full or she was drunk or whatnot or what, but the chick was like, she was on. She's on with me. And I'm like, then I'm up there trying to lift her up. And I played with the cat and then she ain't stopped none of that shit. Now I try to lift her up, but back then my size was small, probably 170 or some shit. Not as strong, but I try to lift her up and get her on there. I'm about to try to smash in that club. That's the kind of shit I was on when I was young. Man, her homegirl seen me or whatever me and her doing, man, and snatched me the fuck up. Pulled her homegirl out, trying to cuss at me. I ain't even get the number. Now, if I would have got that chick number, man, that chick would have had some kids that night on some real shit. But yeah, City Lights, I did with that shit with that other chick outside in the City Light parking lot. Yes, indeed. City Lights had a lot. Matter of fact, City Lights used to be so fucking turned up. You remember, Aon Jack, I don't know if they was doing this when you was there. When City Lights used to do the shit with the fucking, it being girls you be in there dancing with. City Lights used to be so fucking turned up. In mine, that's my first experience with clubs because I go in the Army I go in the Army at 17. I turned 18 in the Army. So this is my first experience with clubs. I didn't do the club shit like a lot of the homies was doing in LA and junior high and all that shit. But City Lights will close because it closed at 4. So they'll shut down the bar at like 2. So like 1:50, they be doing that, finish up your drinks before the bouncers come in and take all the alcohol so they don't get in violation of whatever the code for, having a liquor license, all that shit. So about 1:50, they turn the lights on for a minute and shit, making sure people finish their drinks, woo. Then like right after that shit, when it's 2 o'clock, them motherfuckers turn that shit into a strip club. Then the girls in there start stripping and shit. That shit should be turned the fuck up. So a chick who may want to win some money that you was just dancing with, then she about to get out there and pop that shit butt fucking naked in City Lights. Then for like a good 30. Be like, what the fuck? Like, man, City Lights was, man, that shit was turned on. Like a lot of that Texas shit, man. I fell in love with Texas. Texas is a dope ass fucking place, man. And y'all Jack says, yeah, it says City Lights used to pop. Says used to pop out. Says off. Says met a young pog, or is that a fat ass white girl? Says with a fat ass. Says we hooked up. Says and she took me home. Says found out I was smashing the Sergeant Major's daughter's mom. Says daughter. Says moms are super cool. Says I used to wear that out. Says with moms in the house at Fort Hood, man. And a lot of those chicks in them orange bases be fucking. I remember I had this was a think it was a sergeant major dog, Puerto Rican chick. And I never smashed, and I stopped messing with chick because chick got obsessed with me. But the one night she come through, and I forgot how I cracked her. It was one of the homies. She was a homegirl to one of the homies' girls, but she was on me. She a Puerto Rican chick. She come to the spot, man. And this a night that it was a fight going on. Like I said, I've always been a boxing fan. So I'm like the chick getting mad because I want to watch the boxing match. I'm making her like sit there. And I forget who it is, man. This bitch jump on me, man. And this is the first time I've been mad where a bitch come try to get me turned up on her goddamn period, man. This chick, like, she don't want to watch the fight. Like, I'm into the fight. Forget who the fuck was fighting. And fucking, damn, you know what? It might have been that Castillo fight. It might have, wait, when did Corrales and Castillo fight? Hold on. I might have been out. Wait, let me see. Wait. Castillo. No, I think I might have been out. Or it might have been this fight. Corrales. Hold on. What year was that? That was nope, I was out. So it wasn't that fight. Nope, it ain't that fight. It was a good fight somebody was fighting. And this chick come to the fucking to my barracks room and shit. And she don't want to sit there and watch the fight because I'm watching all the undercard, this and that. So then this chick like standing up like in front of me type shit. And I'm like, move, man, sit down. Like, man, watching this fight, man. This chick getting hot, man. This chick jump on top of me. She jump on top of me and then just grinding, start fucking tonguing me down and shit. Man, I'm getting turned up like, damn, this bitch, like, I ain't gonna have to put no work. She on me like that. Like, man, I'm on there fucking like, oh, I'm about to get it. I slam this chick on the bed, about to try to get them pants off. She keep pulling them. And she's like, no, not now. We can't. I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to put some work in. Let me keep kissing on the bitch neck, sucking on titties. Woo, woo. And she's like, no, I can't. And then she like, and then she like stopped because she like, it's getting too turned up. She had to tell me she on her shit. Man, you talking about, man, oh my motherfucking God. Rocked the fuck up and this chick done pulled this. You better off sitting there watching this fucking fight. I think I really stopped talking to that chick for that shit. The chick got mad with me because that's how quick I cut her off. She was bad than a motherfucker. She'd try to call me like the next day. I answered the phone because they didn't have no caller ID like that shit. And fucking, or I didn't have a caller ID when I had a phone in barracks. Man, I fucking like talked to her a minute. I was like hot over that shit. And so fucking, I'll be like, oh, I got to do something. We'll get off the phone with her. Tell her I call her back. Don't. She'll call, let the phone ring, knowing it's her. Then one day I'll just answer the phone. Then it's her. I got to talk, act like I'm talking to her to try to act cool. See if I'm going to get through it. So then I go get a phone with a fucking caller ID so I know how to avoid her calls. Then she called me from another number that I answer and shit, and fucking she cussed me out. So then time go by. I see her at a club one night. This chick was looking bad than a motherfucker. Bad. And she knew she was stunned. And now I'm trying to holler at her. Man, that bitch cut me the fuck off. But then it was some time after that shit, she started trying to fuck with me again. But by this time, I'm getting out. I was leaving the shit. Never got to touch that. But I was like, if she pulled that period shit and try to get all on me like that, man, I was... And plus, I missed the fight. Like, man, motherfucker. She didn't give a fuck. Like, man, this boxing shit ain't about to take my attention. That chick jumped right on me to just tease me the motherfucking shit. Like, man, I wasn't about to wait for that shit. Lice cusses a kid. He says, I'm not surprised. Says, let me guess. Says, white couple. Lice cusses NFL got gay ass Michael Sam's out of the league real quick. It ain't just the Michael Sam's. A lot of them other motherfuckers who don't come out the closet like that, fools. A lot of them athletes are fucking homos. They like the dykes of the WNBA. It's a lot of them from the high school leagues all the way through college. That's like it. When I was playing sports, I didn't understand how motherfuckers would take showers in the fucking in the locker rooms. I didn't understand that shit was gay. And it's the design the locker rooms is gay as fuck to me. Why you design this shit with motherfuckers just walking around butt ass naked? There'd be some people in there just walking around. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck how much you just not supposed to look. No, make the motherfuckers clothes off. A lot of designs of shit is some gay ass shit to me. A lot of shit got gay ass designs, man. Like and people be wondering why all this homo shit going around. Look at the design of shit. A lot of shit that's gay. School locker rooms gay. Gym locker rooms gay. Motherfuckers who walk around that shit gate in the motherfucker. Like, man, and that's one thing I don't go use. No gym locker room. I make sure I do everything at the house. When I go there, I don't need go in no motherfucking bathroom unless I've drunk too much water. I'll run in that bitch, get out. Could be a lot of homo ass fucking people in there. And then stalls next to motherfuckers. Why ain't no partition between stalls? Motherfuckers work like, come on, man. They need to change the policy on that shit. And then Kenny Porter's right hand that says Velosky says he pulled her titties out. Says and everything. He says was asking up these damn, y'all be writing fucked up. Says asking, says these are nice, aren't they? Says they were rich. Says showed us pictures of their houses in the lake. Says big ass boat. Says they was loaded. Yeah, them women, them rich women, them bitches be sluts, man. Them rich chicks, because they be groupie ass bitches anyway. So once the rich dude can't do for him, like probably Adam can't do for that chick, why she wanted a black porn star in there. Mark Sumner's in the building. Salute. Says, yo, he says this is how it is in Hollywood. Says Jay-Z and Beyonce said, nah, I don't think they do the same shit, because Jay and Beyonce come from some other shit. They could be. I would hate to think they are, but I don't want to put them in that category. You can tell weird ass Hollywood people. You can tell the weird ass Hollywood people. You just know them. Weird ass industry people. The people always do a lot for attention. Want to be known or at every star-studded event. Those type of people, are those type of people who do all that way out weird shit. Or you can even tell the type of chicks that are like kinky looking. Jada always has some kinky ass shit look to her. She always looked super seductive. She got the fuck me face. So you kind of can know that she probably was on that. The last cut says, Kenny says, I believe it says white dude wanted me to smash his wife. Says bragging to me how they had 5 acres with a lake. I'm bringing a gun, but I don't do that kind of shit. I don't want to fuck nobody chick in front of them. Because them motherfuckers fuck around be serial killers. You get in their house and they locking fucking boats and shit, and you ain't got no weapon on you. You stuck in the house. And then hell no. Mark Summers says yes, but you didn't do it. And Aeon Jackson says facts. The City Lights says was the first real experience. Says hall facts. Says plus they had a strip club. Says right in the same parking lot. Yeah, for the white folks used to go to that strip club. And I forgot the name of that strip club. It was a white girl strip club. That's probably why City Lights was doing that stripper shit during after they took the liquor. Man, I used to be tripping like, dang. That's why I used to be really like, oh, I'm about to really be fucking a lot of chicks. Like them chicks be in there. Be a chick, and some of them be in the army too. A lot of them chicks be in the army. Man, it used to be crazy because I used to see that chick that matter of fact, it's the homie cousin had a baby with her. What's the homie cousin? He went to the NBA. His name was Brandon. Damn, what's that fool? Brandon. What's the fool? He got handles like a motherfucker. It's the homie Steve cousin. His name is Brandon. Damn, what's that fool name? I'm about to find him. Let me see. I'm gonna type it in. NBA point guard. He ain't in the league no NBA point guard. He got a baby with this chick. Used to be one of the baddest bitches in the army. Matter of fact, she was in that Busta Rhymes video. Damn, she started doing video. But when I see her on Fort Hood, yeah, he from Compton. Yep, Brandon Jennings. Yep, Brandon Jennings' baby mama. She used to be in the fucking in the army and shit. Man, that chick was the baddest chick on that motherfucker. Then I start seeing her in music videos and shit. Like, man, that fool cracked a cold when that chick was bad. Brandon Jennings. Thank you, Jashawn. Yep. That chick used to be some armies had some bad chicks, but them chicks used to be in City Lights was not, but she didn't strip. The girl I'm talking about didn't strip. But she's always been at City Lights. I just think she's just a badass chick. Then one day I see her on base in an army uniform. I'm like, damn, this badass chick joined. Because usually you had all the pretty chicks, if they're going to join the military, they're going to join the Air Force or some shit. He seen that chick in a uniform at the motherfucking, at Fort Hood in the uniform. I'm like, God damn, this banging ass chick in the army. Then it's another chick I see on Instagram. She got the big ass fro. Her name like Lala or some shit. I see that chick was in the army. Man, the army had some low-key. I just seen her shit. Let me tell y'all this chick name off of Instagram. This chick is banging in the motherfucker. But her name is Lala Royna. Wait, is that her name? Lala Royna. She got this big ass hair. She be doing hair shit, but body banging. She was an Army chick, like badass chick. The Army got some bad ones. So imagine being at City Lights, seeing these chicks that get out there to get a little extra money, be out there popping they pussy. And then you see him in the uniform. It's like, what the fuck, man? Motherfuckers, oh my God, that Army shit was crazy. And a lot of, like, when I got out, man, I became a full-fledged pussy hound, man. A full-fledged one. King Porter's right hand says, Velocity Cuss says, yeah, it says, me and my brother says, knew a lot of people that worked at the strip club says, and come to find out, a lot of the staff says, fuck his wife. Says crazy. Oh, yeah, if the chick is like that, she going to a establishment like that, you best believe they giving it up to people that work there. Mark Sumner says these guys had a one night stand says with a white girl says and tell the story says the rest of their lives. And then Jashawn laughing his ass off. A lot of people gonna share those stories and shit. That's what dudes talk, and that's what women talk. Women talk the same shit. I think dudes gonna share that. I don't put names out on the shit. And then Kenny Porter, because I respect the chicks even that, you know, let me run through them and shit. Kenny Porter's right hand, and Mark Summer in and rolling, and Mark Summer in and rolling. Aeon Jack says, I smashed so many chicks in the barracks, says the Army was crazy. The Army was crazy. Army full of just fucking. Army full of fucking, man. The Army ought to come with a prescription of penicillin shit. Or what's that shit? At Zitromax. Where that shit for them STDs? They need to give soldier link how they pass out condoms and then pass out that motherfucking Zitromax. I forget whatever the name of that shit. Nigga, when you been fucking, nigga, you done took them kind of pills. They fucking killed to kill whatever you done caught. They shit. They didn't pass that shit out. Pass that not the penicillin. They used some other shit, not penicillin, but that other shit. Zitromax, and it's another one. And Tyrese says Adam is caught in the catch-22. Yeah, Adam is fucked up, bro. He is really caught in the catch-22. Adam22 and the 22. Velocity Cuss says the Kenny says, damn, says even janitors smash. It'd be a lot of janitors. It'd be a lot of people be trying to shit on people for jobs. It'd be a lot of janitors be fucking the baddest chicks, especially if they work at schools or offices. They be in there smashing them badass office chicks, making shitloads of money. That's why a lot of dudes who be jealous about their women working and shit don't want their women working because they be thinking they women and they're probably doing something. Jashawn rolling. He says we ain't had none of that closet. I guess that's supposed to be shit. Says at my school, man. You never know, man. Because then it was crazy. It was one of these fools I seen used to play football at Washington, and the fool used to look like a regular dude. You could never tell in that shit except. I'll start questioning that shit because remember when Cisco came out and you start seeing dudes dyeing their hair that Cisco color shit? That dude was a motherfucker that did this. A dude black as me, but it was other people doing that Cisco hair dyeing shit. When I get out the Army one day, I go to the fucking gas station in the neighborhood across the street from Southwest College on what's that, Imperial and Western. And I go in the gas station and shit and fucking I walk in. When I'm walking out, I hear some old fucking sound like some old shit that either a little ratchet ass chick gonna listen to, and if a dude listen to it, he definitely one of them old flaming ass, ballerina ass homos and shit. And I see the motherfucker getting out a little compact, little smart. It wasn't even smart cars then, but every little compact 2-door car with all type of fluffy shit in it. This dude get out, and this motherfucker is on full-fledged, looking like one of them rainbow color wearing motherfuckers. I say, what the fuck? I ain't even talk to this. I look like, what the fuck? Like this fool, like I don't know. I was thinking like, did the fool go to jail, get turned out or some shit? Then I'm like, fool probably was always like that. And that's all. I'm glad motherfucker never used to walk through no locker rooms, showers, and shit. I just don't understand how people do that shit, or why school locker rooms are set up like that, where it's just open. Like, kind of fruity ass shit is that? Or even people talking about who go to jail and the showers designed like that shit. And you wonder why all that gay shit happened in jail. Everything gay designed in that shit. Like, who designing that shit? Bunch of fruitcake motherfuckers. Like cusses. That's why you gotta go. Oh, so sorry. That's why you gotta homeschool your kids. Hell no. Nah. I believe my kids having a social life. But a lot of that shit, man, you watch these young kids who be on that homo shit. Because even when you listen to juvenile hall stories, you hear people go to juvenile hall and them young kids being there doing a lot of fruitcake ass shit to violate each other. Even that shit people be talking about they doing in Chicago, putting peanut butter in people's asses and shit. People don't look at how gay these motherfuckers in there who act all gangster and shit. So you gotta look at the community. A lot of gangster motherfuckers, a lot of these fools is fucking what's that fool? The bunch munching dude everybody talking about, Fleece Johnson ass motherfuckers in the neighborhood. And then Kenny Porter's right hand says Velocity Cuss says shift managers, says DJs, everybody smash that lady. Brandon Jennings, yeah, Brandon Jennings got that badass chick. Brandon Washington in the building, he says Washington. And then talking about you was smashing the chick. No, not you, fool. And then Tyrese says Jennings, yeah, Brandon Jennings. That's who was got knocked that bad chick I was talking about in the army. That chick's fine as fuck. Velocity Cuss says Jashawn says Lolo Harris says still in San Bernardino. He says, I heard he's in camp. Says, oh, Lolo Harris. That sounds like a girl name. Says camp with Bud. Oh, Lolo is that boxer dude that H Money used to promote. Yeah. And it just I thought it was a track and field girl or something. And then Jashawn says, no, says I believe he go back and forth. Says I think he's Omaha right now to Velocity Cuts. And he says, says worse, this kid got potential. Kenny Porter's right hand says NFL locker room showers are open too. Yeah, there's a lot of them homos in the NFL. A lot of them. But let's go into this weird motherfucker, Adam. Let me finish off this video with how his wife is in here. Let me just play this. How she bent over this counter, no panties on, fat burger staring right towards where this fool about to walk through. If I was the fool, I would walk right behind her and inserted my shit right into her and let her talk this video. She ain't never smiled like this for this fool. She ain't even smiled like that in her motherfucking wedding picture. Her look in her wedding picture is like, I got you, motherfucker. And it's all type of slick shit plotted in her mind. She just envisioning what she about to do. And here's the day she doing it. And listen to Adam try to explain this shit to his homies.
Guess who I'm shooting with today?
Look at her, turn that ass.
It's finally happening. Wow, I did not know you were going to do that.
After 7 years together,
that bitch turned that camera off quick and jumped right in that porno bed. Now listen to this motherfucker. He hurt. This fool hurt. Listen to him need to tell these people and explain himself. Now you got to explain yourself to people is the bad part of her doing that shit. Or you should just let her, like, man, that shit way the fuck out.
Porn pretty much the whole time, but we've gotten more and more deeper into the conversation or into the porn stuff. And after, many hundreds and hundreds of threesomes and stuff. Yeah. We decided.
Look, he fixed that shit. Talking about he decided. No, that chick came and told you what you gonna either accept or she gonna do it any fucking way. He couldn't stop this shit. She freight train. She going down the Himalayan hill.
Having this conversation for like damn near a year.
Okay. Damn.
She
had the conversation for how fucking long? So she been begging for it. You ain't pleasing her, homie.
We decided. We've been having this conversation for like damn near a year. Okay. She shot her first ever scene with another man over the weekend.
That shows growth.
And listen to that weird motherfucker. That shows growth. No, it don't. That shit shows she about to get stretched, motherfucker. She about to get stretched out. And this fool, because he trying to get a check, kissing Adam22 ass. There ain't no growth. The growth is going to be in her motherfucking vagina and her shit stretching. Man, this fool crazy, man.
Gets requested, whatever, is they want to see her shoot with another guy. And, we've kind of had the conversation over the years. And I started to come to this realization that the reason why I didn't want her to do it.
Look. You hear that voice? You hear that voice cracking. You hear that voice cracking. He got no other choice. This motherfucker done lost his manhood. Velocity Cuts in there rolling. Trey Monty says, she said it's finally happening. Nah, she smashed homie off camera several times. Facts. Got slutted out. That's why the smile on her face. She like, man, this scene about to be off the hook. And then don't let her roll her eyes back, and then she in there busting. Once she just going to, how you get a bitch and they lose it because they get that shit, that bitch on camera doing this shit. Oh, it's over with. It's over with. If he sees that shit and then the fans have to see the shit about to leak all over the internet, people gonna do more clowning. Hey, Adam, find a divorce attorney now, buddy. He says, Black Eyed Peas says get your regular, get your regular, dog. And Trey Monty says he should have packed her stuff up. Says the moment she proposed that nonsense. Absolutely, bro. Get your shit gone, chick. Deshaun says definitely says as long as they stay in the gym, says sky's the limit. Yeah, this shit right here way out. So I'm gonna finish playing it. But listen to the cracking in his voice. This shit eating at this fool.
That the reason why I didn't want her to do it.
Hey, that motherfucker boy's breaking up, meaning this shit hurt. But guess what? He too weak to tell her she can't do it.
Was not because of my own personal jealousy or anything like that. It was really just the fact that I didn't want to be the guy who got roasted on the internet that week. You know, I didn't want to be the one that
you getting roasted like a motherfucker.
That everybody was making videos about whatever. And I slowly started to feel like that's kind of a stupid reason for me to hold her back from doing something that.
Hold her back? No, the bitch shouldn't be doing this shit, homie. Hold her, man. You don't marry that, man. You slut that, man. This fool moving ass backwards and sharp. Supposed to be a pimp, but guess what? He can't say what he truly feel, because when he brought that little dude Kelpie on there, had Kelpie say he'd been doing that shit to one of them girls, these dudes will be on Kelpie fucking head. Kelpie, that dude who one of them dudes beat up on a white dude, wanted to be on some pimp shit and all that. And they were on there bullying and schooling that dude. Y'all should be doing that same shit, Adam.
It would realistically be very, very good for her career, you know?
Right.
Because the truth is that the guy that she shot with is somebody that I'm very cool with.
And that's a no. How you know the motherfucker knocking your chick down. And you cool, so you comfortable knowing a motherfucker who you know fucking your chick. That's even worse. If you was into this shit, it's supposed to be a stranger, not a motherfucker you know. So that means she been scouting your homie. She been scouting your homie. She gonna scout more and more your homie. This is the second person she done fucked that you know. That's black. This fool is a sucker, man.
You know?
Right.
Because the truth is that the guy that she shot with is somebody that I'm very cool with, that I spent time around. I trust him. When she went off to go do this shit, it didn't, I wasn't like hurting inside and just knowing that she was doing. No. I stayed home. I'm not being.
This nigga wasn't hurting. Yeah, right. Man, that shit hurt, man. That's why I'm using these words and shit. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not watching or being the driver though, but
and that's why I didn't really want to be the one holding her back. And we even had that conversation, like even up to the moment that she left to go.
He didn't want to hold her back. He wasn't supposed to marry her, fool.
Go film the scene. She was telling me, like, listen, I'll not do it if you don't want me to do it. If it's gonna hurt you, if it's gonna bum you out, then like if it's gonna really like make you sad and it's gonna hurt your feelings, then I won't do it. And I told her like,
how he cracking. Look, she told him like, I won't do it because she saw it was hurting him. Why she even mention that? Because this fool was in there with the puppy eyes, hurt when she told him this shit. And that's why she'd say why she was talking about not doing it. Because she knew this shit was hurting him. And then she dropped the motherfucking what is called the promo video.
Hurt you. It's good if it's gonna bum you out. Then like if it's gonna really like make you sad and it's gonna hurt your feelings, then I won't do it. And I told her like, just go do it. Just go do it. Because and when I told her, I said, I got 3 rules.
Listen to this corny shit. Motherfucker got 3. Your rules don't mean shit. And they told me I got 3 rules. That bitch be like, just edit that shit out. But all these rules this fool talking about, dude and her did that shit. This nigga's stupid.
Don't kiss the motherfucker.
Period.
Don't let him nut on your face.
She did that.
Yeah. No money shot.
And I don't want to feel like I have to be cool with you doing it over and over and over after this. I'm like, if I can't handle it, look, and it's gonna be a one and done.
You can't handle it. Listen to his voice cracking. They back that shit up. You stupid as fuck. They got 3 rules. She probably laughed her ass off with hearing him tell her what she can't do.
Yeah. No money shot.
And I don't want to feel like I have to. Don't kiss the motherfucker.
Period.
Don't let him nut on your face.
Oh yeah. No money shot.
And I don't want to feel like I have to be cool with you doing it over and over and over after this. I'm like, if I can't handle it, and it's going to be a one and done, then I want to have the right to kind of like make that call.
What if this like makes a crazy ass bag?
It will.
Look at these weird motherfuckers always talking about if it makes a bag. Motherfuckers, the dollar is the motherfucking truest pimp for a lot of motherfuckers, man. A lot of people are weird as fuck. Will do anything for money, man. At some point, motherfuckers got to have values and principles. And this is what people who come from nothing, being poorer than a motherfucker, that a dollar change there. That's why these motherfuckers can't keep shit real. Talking about its growth. They never use the word growth to anybody else in life. But it's acceptable if the shit made. I don't give a fuck what kind of money this shit make. Nah, that shit weird, man. These fools sound weird. Like I said, a lot of dudes who talk money. That's why I don't like talking money with people at all. Because I find people who talk money are shiesty motherfuckers. Some of them may be homosexual ass motherfuckers. And they do anything for a fucking dollar. Motherfuckers ain't got no principles if a dollar's behind it. It's what motherfuckers be on that outpost shit. It's just business. It ain't personal, that kind of shit.
Like, I already know that it will.
It's going to.
Are you ready for my announcement?
This is Samoan work.
I would like to
here go the
share
next.
this with
And
you.
then look, now he go on the next show with the next group of people, and he got to tell them. And I'm shocked with Crip Mac. I'm surprised Crip Mac say, "You fucking custard."
Come on, cuz.
All right. And I feel like Destiny might have a perspective on this. But so I've been with my girl for 7 years. We just got married. We're not in an open relationship, but from a porn perspective, we shoot with other girls, stuff like that, right?
Yeah. But no other guys is busting her coochie and ass out.
This motherfucker Crip Mac is stupid. Have me back there. And he asked that shit, and that's exactly what's happening to her. But look at today's response on that shit.
Yeah. But no other guys is busting her coochie and ass out.
Well, you guessed it. Over the weekend,
Something like that happened.
she filmed her first ever scene with another man.
I know you was mad.
Shit.
You was angry.
I agreed to it, so I say
He
angry
supposed to
might
say,
not be the
"You fucking custard at him." That's what he's supposed to say to him, Crip Mac.
word.
But you was kind of like disappointed a little bit. Like, you vibe like, that's your sitch.
You know, I agreed to it.
That's your sit. That ain't say on fire. That's your sitch.
She gave me a lot of outs on the way in. Like, she
Yeah.
kind of kept telling me, like, if you don't want me to, I won't do it.
You
You
should
know?
have said no.
Exactly, Crip Mac. That fool should have said no.
I said that I
Look, the white dude in there laughing his ass off.
wanted
You
her to
already
do
got
it. I'm
millions
like,
on top of millions of dollars, Adam. You didn't do that shit.
fair enough. But I
Come
told her,
on,
I'm like, I think
Look, Crip Mac ain't fucking with it. On some real shit, Crip Mac. On some real shit. But Crip Mac, you should have called us for a custom, man. That's some way out shit, Adam.
Do that shit.
fair enough. But I
Come
told
on,
her, I'm like, I think you should do it. Let's get it
All
out the
right,
way.
so how do you vibe about it? You vibe about it now.
She's
Do I
32.
need to get you an old English?
No, I don't need to drown the pain in Old English.
Get it
but
to old English.
I was
Crip Mac.
kind of surprised because I feel like I can like intellectualize it, and from my perspective,
Nigga, you, oh my God, what kind of weak shit intellectualize your bitch getting fucked? What's the intellectual shit? The inches and what it's gonna do, what the fuck is intelligent shit? Man, this fool stupid as fuck. Man, y'all dudes who got sucking in y'all better learn from this shit right here. You better wise up, strengthen up. Damn, Adam's a sucker. Intellectualize your chick getting fucked.
I don't think it should be a big deal.
Yeah.
But then after she actually did it, I'm not gonna lie, I did feel kind of odd.
Yeah. You feel odd,
A
homie.
little bit of that feeling in the belly,
See,
you know?
on
Was-
wood, like
was the guy
goddamn,
black?
like five real,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
goddamn,
man.
like on wood.
Yo, I can just see now like academics live streaming this shit.
What about you,
man.
Flacco? You have a woman?
Let's stay on
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
It's fake.
On wood.
When you're
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, that shit eating you, motherfucker. You stupid as fuck. Then I want to go into what he wrote. He wrote this stupid ass post and shit. And then they going back and forth. She writes some other shit. So his stupid ass writes, "It's official. Been a week since I let my wife do a porn with another guy. I felt a little jealous at the first. Oh no, you feel jealous still, homie. Ain't no way your jealousy about to just escape over that shit. If that jealousy shit set in, it just don't leave over that shit. Especially you feeling jealous before she does the shit, then after the shit happens. Come on. So he said he felt jealous at first, but overall, it wasn't that big a deal. Stupid. Says she's watched me sleep with hundreds of girls, and it's never affected our relationship because she fuck with bitches, stupid. Sleeping with that gentleman has been amazing for both her career and our business. The Plug Talk Show. Man, fuck that. Like I say, people are fucking homosexualized fucking idiots over fucking money. Overall, I'm glad we did it, and I'm happy to report that her vagina has returned to its original pre-BBC size. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. Then she writes this shit. I see you guys noting that I took my wedding ring off. Wouldn't it have been more disrespectful if man, this bitch had the audacity to use the word disrespectful. Had I kept my wedding ring on during the scene, this motherfucking bitch. Then this fool, Adam22, responds, says, I was fine with him rearranging your intestines, but the ring off, says, but taking the ring off is where I draw the line. And then she puts, I didn't want it to touch another man's, and you know, these motherfuckers is way the fuck out. It's sucker shit. A motherfucker who ain't got the presence of mind of putting his foot down and telling the woman what the fuck ain't about to be happening in this relationship. He got no other choice. That chick run everything. That's what happened when a woman puts the pants on and the dude is no longer a fucking dude. Motherfuckers is crazy. Trey Monty says, then I'm gonna get up out of here. And then Trey Monty says he should have packed her stuff up. Says the moment she proposed that nonsense for real. Deshaun says definitely along as he stayed in the gym. Says sky's the limit. Oh, I don't know what that one was. And the Vice Cut says Brian Pumper next up. Yeah, he gonna be smashing her, man. And it's crazy with even talking about the Brian Pumper. If you used to go to clubs in like Hollywood and shit, you used to see all the type of chicks this fool be out there recruiting. That fool stayed outside at clubs in Hollywood. Back when I used to go to clubs, you see that motherfucker recruiting bitches. Constantly. Recruiting chicks. There was one day when I used to take the train. I see that fool on the train recruiting bitches for porns and shit. And Jashawn in there rolling. A Thug and Chuck Taylor says on Cuz, says I need AD to get Adam22 wife, says for the gang, Crip parade. Lots Cuts in there rolling. And he says our Crip Max says can get me close to her. Lots Cuts in there saying door slam. Bam, bam, bam. But folks, that's all I got. I'm up out of here, man. People, don't go out like suckers. Man the fuck up. And don't let no chick run the fucking acceptable things that should be held of principle in a relationship, or you let the bag, which is a bunch of AKA homo ass shit, to fucking tear away your principles, ethics, and I mean whatever the fuck stands to just being on principle with shit, the acceptable and unaccepted. Stay player made, stop being suckers, and learn to man up. And being a man ain't mean that you have to put hands on no chick or none of that shit. But the relationships, you know the boundaries on that shit. You motherfuckers marrying porn stars are some way out ass people, man. That's all I got. Slam the door, Andrea.
We should have took over power. How was your run? How many miles you do?